Hello there. In this video I'm going to show you how to play Let It Go from Frozen. So I'm going to break this song into smaller sections to make it manageable. So we're going to start with the introduction. In the introduction, the chords that I played are F minor, D flat, E flat, and B flat minor. So it's those four chords mainly. Now in the left hand, we're not going to play the full chord. We're going to leave out the middle note of the chord so that we're playing these things known as fifths. Right, so for the F minor, we're going to put finger 5 on F and then thumb on C. So we're going to play this for 2 counts. 1, 2. Once we've played this, we're going to move to D flat, and for D flat, we're going to put finger 5 on D flat, and our thumb is on A flat. And also, we'll play that for 2 counts. So 1, 2. When we put that together, we've now got F minor, 2, D flat, 2. After the D flat comes E flat, which looks the same as this. We simply move finger 5 to E flat, and our thumb is now on B flat. So that's an E flat. Okay. After the E flat, we're going to play B flat minor. And to do that, we're going to take our pinky, put it on B flat, while our thumb plays F. Okay. And each of these chords, or each of these fifths, are being played for 2 beats. So remember, the order is F minor, D flat, E flat, and then B flat. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and again 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. It's very important to remember these because we're going to use them again in the verse. Now let's move on to the right hand. The right hand is going to play a melodic line which we can break up into smaller phrases. So for the first tiny little phrase, we're going to use 3 notes, which are G, A flat, and C. And you play them in that order. So you're going to go G, A flat, C, and then G, A flat. Okay, I'll play those 6 notes. So it's okay. So let's think of that as little phrase number 1. Now let's go to little phrase number 2, which is very similar to this one, except towards the end, we reverse the G A flat to make it A flat G. So we're going to go, there's the A flat, that's G. Okay, so remember your first phrase was, second phrase, A flat, G. Okay, and now the third phrase uses 3 notes again, which are B flat, F, and G. So we're going to play, I've basically played the notes in exactly that order. So my thumb's on B flat, I've got finger 3 playing the F, and I've got finger 4 playing the G. So, okay. So if I put together, now that we've got 3 phrases, here's the first one. So, second one, third one. Now let's go to the fourth one. The fourth one uses 3 notes again, which are B flat, E flat, and D flat. Okay, so if I put together the 4 little phrases, I've got 1, 2, 3, and there's the fourth one. Okay. I think it's worth putting hands together, all right, so that we've got the fifths in the left hand and the melody in the right. So here it is. I'll count us in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to play that one more time. although I've mentioned that these are 4 different phrases, I actually like to think of everything that we've done so far as just one phrase. Okay, so now that we've got that one phrase in the intro, we can now move on to the second phrase in the intro. The beautiful thing about the second phrase is it's quite similar, and as a matter of fact, the left hand is exactly the same. Okay, the right hand, a few changes. So check this out. I'm going to divide this second phrase into 4 smaller phrases as well. So I'm going to go, surprise, surprise. The first phrase of the second phrase is exactly the same as the first phrase of the first phrase. So, right? And here's where it's different. Its second subphrase goes, it starts on A flat. We're going to go A flat, G, and then C. Then we play A flat, G. So, okay, so now we've got remember, this is the second phrase. From there, we're going to go. This should look familiar. Okay, it's exactly as what we played the first time round. And for the 4th subphrase, we're going to go. Instead of playing D flat, we're going to play D, just D natural. So here's that 4th phrase. So I'm going to put together the second phrase, the entire second phrase. Okay. Okay. So now, to make the intro complete, I'm going to play phrase 1, followed by phrase 2. So check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Phrase 2. Okay. Maybe I'll do that one more time and a little slower so that you can play along. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the intro done. Now, let's go to the verse. So, in the verse, we play pretty much the same thing, but an octave lower. Okay. I'm actually going to play what I hear, or what I think is being played there. So, it's pretty much the same as the intro, but maybe with 1 or 2 variations. Right, so, here I'm going to play. You could play there. The only problem with playing here is you're going to need the C. So I prefer to do it down here. So, and then when I go to the D flat, I like to play, because I think that's what's played on the recording. So we're going to go, and then this is the same as the intro, right? And then, so think of this as the first line of the verse. So I'll play that one more time. So it was. Okay. I hope you can see the similarity between this and the intro. And that's only the first line of the verse. Here's the second line. Okay. So I'm going to go. Right, with A flat G. So I'm going to go, And then when I go to my D flat, in the right hand I'm going to play F and C, and then A flat G. So now I've got like that. Okay, so here it is again. And then I'll carry on as usual with the D natural. Okay, so if I put together those first two lines of the verse, I've got here's the second one. Okay, and here's the third phrase. It's going to be almost the same. This looks familiar, right? And then I'm just going to play around with maybe C and G. And then same as the intro. And then, so we've done 3 lines, right? Here is the fourth one. So for the fourth one, we're not going to play that line anymore. We're just going to play 3 chords. We're going to play F minor. And then we're going, from there we're going to go to E flat, and from there we're going to go to B flat. So that's the part, heaven knows I've tried or something. Heaven knows I've tried. Okay, so I'm going to play the entire verse, and let me see if I can talk and play at the same time. I'll do it slowly. So we've got to reverse this, F and C, back to normal, D, then F minor, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this B flat, I'm going to play it in root position, and then I'm going to turn it into an inversion. So by that I mean I'm playing B flat, D, and F, and then I'm simply going to invert that chord. And this is now preparing me to go to the pre-chorus. And for the pre-chorus, the first chord that I'm going to play is E flat. So I'm going to get my left hand ready to play a nice low E flat, and for E flat I'm going to play in my right hand G, B flat, E flat, and E flat. So I'm going to play a big 4-note chord. So I'm going to go, actually this chord is played like this. It's a page, I don't know if we call it arpeggiating, so it's called, so instead of playing all the notes at the same time, we play them quickly one by one. Okay. Right, so this is how the pre-chorus starts. So, and what I like about this is the piano player, he starts imitating whatever the singer is doing, so you hear a little bit of the melody in the piano. Da, 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 da. So the notes I'm playing there, B flat, E flat, and then we're going to go B flat, F, F. Right, so the left hand is now playing D flat, okay? And in the right hand, we also want to be thinking of a D flat chord, which is pretty much the same as that E flat. The only difference is we move it down. Okay, so I've got my thumb on F, finger 2 is on A flat, finger 3 is on D flat, and then finger 5 is on F. So I've got right, and there's an interesting thing that's played in thirds. And what I'm doing is on that D flat chord, I'm going to go with D flat and F, moving up to E flat and G. So I'm going, and then I'm going to play F and A flat. So I've got coming back to the E flat G. So here's that pre-chorus again. So that pre-chorus is simply going back and forth between E flat, D flat, E flat, D flat. All right, so. On this D flat, what we can do is we can start breaking up that chord into two. So we can play it maybe like this. And what I'm doing is I'm playing D flat and F, followed by A flat with my thumb. So I'm going to go. Okay, so. I'm going to do that for 2 bars. Okay, so here's the entire pre-chorus. So. And that sort of movement is leading us towards the chorus. Okay, the chorus we're going to play higher up on the keyboard, and what's interesting is that chorus is just 4 chords. Okay, the chord progression is actually a 1, 5, 6, 4. Okay, but in the key of A flat. So I'm going to start with my thumb on E flat. I'll put finger 2, maybe even finger 3. On A flat, and then finger 5 on C. So we're going to break this into 2. So maybe before we break into 2, let's just play the chords. So here's your first chord. So there's the A flat, followed by an E flat, and E flat. You keep your thumb there on the E flat. Add G, and add B flat. Okay, so there's your E flat major chord. So we're going from A flat to E flat. And then we're going to F minor. We didn't play the full F minor earlier, we played it as a 5th. So if you add A flat in the middle, now you've got an F minor chord. Okay, so I'm playing F, A flat, C. So here are those 3 chords again. A flat, E flat, and then F minor. From F minor, which is chord 6 in this key, we're now going to chord 4, which is D flat. All I have to do is to change 1 note. So I'm just going to change that C to a D flat, and I'm playing chord 4. So here are the chords again. Let it go, let it go. Na 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 na. Da di di, da di da, da 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 da. I don't care what the. All right. So, instead of playing it that plain old boring way, we're going to break up the chord into 2, right? So we're going to go, it's quite quick, so it's like 16th notes, so like 1 E and 2 E and then 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. Let it go, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So while the right hand is busy like that, the left hand's not so busy. Left hand's simply playing the root notes. So A flat, E flat, F, and then D flat. Let it grow. Let it go. Let it go. When I get here, I like to bring it down. So I don't care what Once we get here, it's time to play a C minor chord. So this is how we end the chorus. So we're going to play so C minor, I'm going to play C in my left, and then in my right hand I'm playing, my thumb's on C, finger 3 is on A flat, finger 5 is on G. So da 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 da. From here I'm going to play a B major chord. So my left hand plays B, my right hand's going to play B, finger 1, and then E flat, finger 3, and then finger 5 is going to play G flat. So da 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 da, and 2 counts per chord. Okay, so I'm going to go from let it go, let it go. I'm going to bring it down. C minor. Right, from here I'm going to play C sharp. And for C sharp, my left hand will play C sharp. And then my right hand is going to play C sharp or D flat, F, and A flat. Okay, so the end of that chorus is let the C minor goes to B, then D flat. Okay. Now we go to, this takes us to the bridge. Okay, so for that bridge, I'm going to play an A flat for 1 bar. So this is like an instrument. It starts off with the whole orchestral sort of thing on the recording. All right, so okay, so for 1 bar, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? You can simply play quarter notes. Actually, you can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from there, we're going to go to an E flat. We already played E flat earlier, which was E flat, G, and B flat. And in the left hand, you're going to play a G. So you're going from A flat to E flat. And then from there, you're going to go to F minor to D flat. Okay, so. After this, the chords change a little bit, so we're going to go from here back to E flat, and then, so that's E flat, right? So from E flat, we're going to go to B flat minor. So you could play it in root position like this. I'm playing B flat, D flat, and F, or if you want to, you could play as an inversion. Okay. From there, we're going to go back to F minor. Let me play all those chords again. So starting from the A flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. To F minor, to C sharp, to E flat, to B flat, and then to F minor. From here, this is going to take me to E flat. We already know E flat. And then here's maybe a new chord. We haven't played this yet in the song. This is a B flat sus. Or a B flat suspended 4th, B flat sus4, same thing. So for this, I'm going to have my thumb play B flat, finger 4 is going to play E flat, and my pinky is going to play F. So left hand is going to play B flat. And then I'm going to resolve it so that it's just B flat major. So I'm going from B flat sus4 and then to B flat. So those are basically the chords to every section of the song. All you need to do now is to find the original recording of this song and then play along. If there's any parts you're unsure of, please watch this video as many times as you need until you've got all the parts down. And from there, it's just practice, practice, practice. If you like this video, please press that like button. If you haven't subscribed already to this channel, please do so. That will help the channel grow and enable me to make more videos like this. If you've got any questions, again, please leave those in the comments. And if there are any songs at all that you'd like to learn, please let me know. And I hope to see you in the next video.